The Miami Dolphins, well, they could be pursuing Joey Bosa. That's what it says from The Athletic, according to a Diana Rossini report. We are going to talk about that in depth. Also, the Miami Dolphins, well, they figured out what they're going to be doing with Kader Kohou. So let's find out exactly what that is. We will discuss that. Also, The Athletic predicts the Miami Dolphins to sign one of my top free agents from my list that I released on Saturday. So we're going to talk about that in depth and so much more. Do me the favor, smash the like button. Really smash it now. Subscribe if you're new, as we're about 20 away from 17K. And as always, let's get into this.
Loses the football. Touchdown! Got it!
You have got to be kidding me.
Jalen Waddle has a Dolphin touchdown. And he will score! Field down the near side, man open. Touchdown!
The run from Tagovailoa.
Touchdown!
He's going deep. It's not over the touchdown again.
Second attempt. So we're going to see what we got here. Appreciate each and every one of you coming through as we give this yet another attempt. Over 120 of you already in the chat as we get going. Do me the favor, really helps me out. Smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. All right. If you are having issues with the stream, just refresh it because it's clean for me. All right. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. Man, it was a busy day in NFL land. Holy geez, everything that went on today. And let's start off, of course, I want to start off with Josh Allen. I mean, before we get into the Dolphins news here, like, let's talk about Josh Allen for a second here, huh? Like, are we serious right now? Josh Allen, I don't know if you guys have heard, but Josh Allen and the Bills reached an agreement on a new record-setting 6-year deal. It's a $330 million contract that includes $250 million guaranteed. It's the largest guarantee ever given to an NFL player. And he already had 4 years still remaining on his deal. They are taking care of Josh Allen in Buffalo. Man, holy jeez. I was shocked when I heard that number. I was shocked. Shout out to Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky was the only one that really saw this coming, saw this happening. He tweeted out about like a Bills fan jumping through a table about 3 hours ago, and it was all about this apparently. So, shout out to Pretty Ricky for being just on point. My Lord, that was super impressive. Let me tell you that much. So, I just think it's, man, that's, they good on them for showing their faith and when a player earns it, taking care of said player, that is not a lot of, look at the Bengals. The Bengals, they could have got so many guys for cheaper. Jamar Chase for $35 million, and who's know what he's going to cost now. Re-up Trey Hendrickson for cheap. They could have made so many moves, but because they're cheap, and they only took care of their quarterback. And let's say the Bengals were in the same situation. They wouldn't have handed out that extension to Josh Allen. That would not have happened. They would have said, are you crazy? Are you nuts right now? There's no way. That's what they would have said. So I think it's, man, it just doesn't happen enough. And so I got to give props. I got to give, you got to give the devil his due when they handle it properly, man. I mean, I don't know what else to say, you know? So, very impressive. Very impressive. So, shout out to Josh Allen getting that bag, man. Holy jeez. Did he ever get that bag, eh? Wow. Then let's keep it going. Speaking of people getting the bag, Myles Garrett. Holy jeez. The Browns and Myles Garrett today agreed on terms on a deal. $123 million guaranteed and averages about $40 million per year on his new detail. Listen, when I saw that news, this is the first thing that came to my head. And I want each and every one of you to pardon my French, pardon my Spanish. Money talks, bullshit walks. I mean, the guy wanted to trade. All of a sudden, they put the bag on the table, and he's like, I'm a Brown for life. Never mind. So, I mean, whew, I don't know what else to tell you. That is craziness. Like, that is a lot of money right there. That is a lot of money. And the money got thrown around. A guy who didn't make my free agent list, who I told y'all I wanted to, but it's just, he was going to cost too much money. Nick Bolton. I don't know if you guys saw, but Nick Bolton got the bag today too. Nick Bolton went out and the Chiefs managed to keep him. 3-year, $45 million deal with Nick Bolton. $30 million of that guaranteed. And the Jets, Davante Adams is signed with the LA Rams. 2 years, $46 million. $26 million of that guaranteed. Davante Adams to the Rams. Crazy. All of you who wanted Ronnie Stanley, the tackle, he's staying in Baltimore. 3-year, $60 million deal. Harold Landry is now in the AFC East. He came over. He joined Vrabel in New England. 3-year, $43.5 million deal. $26 million fully guaranteed. A guy who was on my top 30 free agent list that I really, really wanted, Jamin Sherwood. He's staying with the Jets. $45 million. $35 million of that guaranteed. And about 20 minutes ago, the Steelers are sending a second-round pick to Seattle in exchange for DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf is now a Pittsburgh Steeler. George Pickens and DK Metcalf together. Wow. That is unbelievable. I mean, the money is getting thrown around right now. I expect when the tampering window opens tomorrow, I fully expect, man, it's just going to be, I like the tampering window, but at the same point, the tampering window is kind of taking away the allure of free agency. What does free agency day one when it officially opens mean now compared to what it meant over the last couple of years? Let's be honest. The legal tampering window is now what everyone looks forward to. That's just like a fact of where we're at. It is what it is, man. It's one of the things that's changed. By the way, about 90 likes, man. I need you guys to smash that like button. Smash that like button. There's over 300 of you in the room right now. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. All right, let's get that like button up. I only got about 90 likes right now. Let's get that up. So, that's the one thing I will say I don't like as much as it used to. It does feel like the allure of free agency has kind of been killed. And that's kind of, that's kind of weak. It's weak sauce. It is what it is. But, I mean, money is being handed out. The money is being handed out big time right now. I mean, think about this, $40 million a year for Myles Garrett. That's quarterback money. Listen, we used to joke around talking about receivers are getting $20 million, $30 million. We're like, we're getting halfway towards quarterback money. An edge rusher getting legitimate quarterback money now. $40 million. Think about this. 3 or 4 years ago, $40 million, you were a top-paid NFL quarterback. Think about that for a second. Like, oh my God, what have you done to the market? That is crazy. And the Browns did it again. The Browns messed up the market again. Like, it's all on the Browns again. You did it with Deshaun Watson, and then someone in the room said, yo, hey, hold our own beer for a sec. Let's hand out $40 million a year to Myles Garrett. Trade the guy, bro. What do you think? Myles Garrett is the difference between you winning a Super Bowl and not winning a Super Bowl. Have you looked at your roster, gentlemen? Like, give me a break. What are we doing here? And now and listen, I'm not even just saying this for the Dolphins' sake. Think about this. I want you to put yourself in these cleats for a second. You're Jamar Chase. Last year, you were asking the Bengals for $35 million. You're sitting back watching free agency unfold, and it comes across your ticker that Myles Garrett just got $40 million a year to be an edge rusher in the same division as you. What are you saying if you're Jamar Chase? Think about that. What are you saying? Thank God we got Waddle done. Holy God. Finally, Grier got out ahead of one. But how much is the Zach Sealer extension going to cost now? Ugh. And what's Phillips going to be asking for? If $40 million is for elite, what's for an injury-prone guy with elite upside? That's going to be at least $20 million by my calculations. Oh my God. Ugh. Bradley Chubb's an absolute deal right now. Thank you very much. Even if he hits all of his incentives and gets back to $20 million, by God, to hit all those incentives and get back to $20 million, he's going to be a freaking steal if he's able to do that. Think about this for a sec. Think about this. Start putting this into perspective right now, people. The Browns have once again effed up the market for all of us. Like, my God. And, I was hoping we could get Jonathan Allen for $10 or $12 million. What the hell is he going to ask for now? Is he going to get another $18 million a year contract? Like, I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. It's crazy. And then, you like, even that Max Crosby deal was nuts. Like, someone just said in the chat. Like, even that was, like, stupid money, too. He had 2 years remaining on his contract, 5-year deal. Now he's going to make $64 million guaranteed through 2026. A 3-year extension has a base value of $106.5 million. Listen, are you crazy right now? This is nuts. Oh my God. The money, bro, I'm going to hurl. This is nuts, the money getting thrown around. And it's all because, once again, that cap went up 20 plus million, right? Like that's what happened. So here we go. Now these guys are eating. Listen, Tua, stay healthy, bro. Dog, you know how much of a deal you're going to be in like 2 years if you can stay healthy consistently, brother? Holy jeez, at the rate these guys are going now. If Myles Garrett is getting $40 million, what are quarterbacks going to get? We're getting into $70 million. The next top 5 guy coming up is getting $70 million a year on a new deal. We're getting there. It's coming, baby. Here it comes. Get ready for that. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. It's crazy, though, that market right now. So speaking of edge rushers and the market, while the idea of playing with his brother Nick in San Francisco appeals to Joey Bosa, he's expected to garner strong interest from the Dolphins per source. Miami ranked 27th in the league in sacks in 2024. Yeah, let's add context to that. Because Chop Robinson and Zach Sealer were your only disruptors and pressure threats. Everyone else was hurt, or everyone else wasn't performing up to snuff. I don't know what else to tell you. But are you nuts right now? Are we serious? Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. This is the type of SHIT I didn't want to see. Because this is the type of ish that makes me sit back here and say, oh, here we go again. Same old. Here we go. Like, what are we doing here? Why? This man is... Listen, you want to know? I'm going to tell you why. Check this out from Albert Breer. Look this out from Albert Breer. Check what he said here. And we'll go further into it, and you'll see why I'm saying why. A lot of edge rushers come with injury caveats. Los Angeles Chargers cast off Joey Bosa has connections in places such as San Fran, Washington, New Orleans, and New England. And there's a thought that he could get close to $15 million on a one-year deal. I don't need to read about Khalil Mack and stuff. Are you crazy? $15 million a year for a oft-injured Joey Bosa? Why? You are not spending your funds well. $15 million. Tua's restructure, if you do it, is $19.1 million. I said go get me impact players, like i.e. a Byron Murphy, a young ascending corner. You know, you want to go get Trevon Moehrig, right? You want to go get Justin Reed. You want to put some of that towards Hufanga and the safety room. Okay, you want to go get put some of that 19 towards Dre Greenlaw to pair him next to Jordan Brooks. I'm on board. You want to put some of that 19 million towards putting 12-ish million out for Jonathan Allen to pair with Seiler. I'm on board. This is not something I'm on board with. This is an aging player who's going to be 30 in July. I don't care if his dad would played for us. This man has not played a full season since 2021. And even still, he's been in the league since 2016 and he's played 3 full seasons in his career. And I'm counting that as 16 games or more. 3 times in his career he's done that. 2017, 2019, 2021. What are we saying here? He hasn't had double-digit sacks since 2021. And what's crazy is, think about this. He's only had double-digit sacks 4 times in his career. $15 million? Are you nuts? Look, I speak for everyone in the fan base. When I say this move, stick it. No. This is not how you spend your resources. If you go out and do this, you might as well start bringing the boxes in and packing up your office. We've got about 28 million freed right now. Okay? We can get in around 65 to 70-ish million dollars with more restructures. You want to spend 15 million of that on an aging Joey Bosa? Are you crazy? Are you nuts? Did you not see what's happening with Chubb and Phillips? They can't stay healthy and they got more upside than this guy right now. What are we saying? And listen, I don't think Knight says Garfinkel about to profit off second generation could be a smoke screen. Maybe he's leveraging Miami to... No! I'm telling you, he's not. Guys, look in your heart of hearts. I kept telling y'all they like Michael Williams. I kept telling y'all edge is a quiet need for them in this draft. None of y'all been listening. This is real. I'm telling you right now, this is real. I'm telling you right now, this is real. I'm not saying it'll get done, but this is real. They want another edge rusher. So I kept telling you in the draft, watch out. It is a quiet need for them. This is real. And this is a Chris Grier move. Diana Rossini is one of the most legit insiders there is. I'm telling you this is legit. Because I've been telling y'all that edge rusher is a quiet need. Why have I been telling y'all? Because I've been hearing that. Now, I don't know this is going to get done. I'm hoping it doesn't get done. I'm hoping he chooses going with his brother and San Fran offers him more money. If Chris Grier comes in and around, buddy, why would you pay this guy $15 million when for $5 or $6 million, you could go get Azeez Ojulari, okay? You go get Azeez Ojulari, who set the franchise record in New York for sacks in the season, who's got still a ton of upside. He's still young. He doesn't have this injury history. You just saw what Weaver did with Chop. Weaver can get Azeez Ojulari back to that dominant pass rusher, and I think he can make him better against the run. I'd go spend $5 or $6 million on that upside. Why would I spend $15 million on Joey Bosa? Someone explain this to me. This is not smart business. And Fish Pilot nailed it. Boom. Drop the mic, Fish Pilot. You can leave the chat now. Because Bosa is a household name. Status quo, flashy name with injury issue. Not surprised one bit. There you go. I'm telling you. This is not the move, my friends. This is not the move at all. Well, Azeez Ojulari heading into this, I mean, the projections for him are pretty low. He's projected to get, what was it? I got it right here in front of me. Let me just look at it. He was projected to get between $5 to $7.5 million a year. I'll pay him 10 if I got to pay Joey Bosa 15. Are you crazy? Shout out to Bleezy for having my back in the chat. And what if he gets hurt? Bro, do you hear that? Sounds like a choir and you're preaching to it, bro. I'm sorry, man. You know, you want to know? I'll take Joey Bosa. Yeah, I'll take him. $4 or $5 million for the year, I'll take him. Buddy, I'm going to pay you more than I just paid Calais Campbell at 38, who's still as dominant as he is, compared to you. Are you crazy? Buddy, I'll pay you Calais Campbell money. That's it. End of story. No more discussion. That's what I'll give you, Joey. Because by the end of it, I could end up paying you $1 million a game if I only give you $4 million with your injury history. And now you're going to be 30 in July. Now it's going to hurt a little bit more when you get out of bed. It's going to take a little bit longer to heal. I don't think so. No. Unless there's a Nick in front of that Bosa name, I ain't talking no $15 million, kid. Period. And I think it's absolutely lunacy that they would even consider something like that. Like, I better hear more on this, and it better come out, well, they were pursuing them, but at their price. They offered them $6 or $7 million. I better hear that. If I hear, They're in there to the last minute and blah, 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 and we find out someone else signed him for 15-ish million. There we go. And then they're going to say, well, we don't believe in ruling out players who've had injuries. Yeah, no, we know your game, Chris. You're rolling the dice, hoping that it lands on health and you get someone who outperforms your contract so you can get a good old pat on the back from Steven and a good old tug and rub from, Tom that you're doing a great job. Unbelievable. This better not, I'm telling you right now, if I'm live tomorrow when the tampering window opens and Joey Bosa is a Dolphin for 15-ish million, we're going to have issues. And I'm coming for domes. I'm coming for domes. I'm telling you right now. Unbelievable. I good Lord, I better not be going live tomorrow and talking about Joey Bosa. I can't believe I'm live talking about him right now. Guys, really do, listen, I appreciate everyone who has donated so far. Smash that like button. Yesterday, while I was doing the All-22, that stream got knocked down a few times. It was unbelievable. And then when the video ended up uploading, the stuff that I was recording while the stream was down for you guys ended up being in the video afterwards. I got demonetized right away. But so now next time I know, I'm just going to keep it rolling. And then the stream will come back live when I'm back on. So I'll keep it rolling. I'll let it play out. And then I'll come back on. And if I'm in a situation like that, I'll go over the images for you guys with my evaluations, the price and everything. And then when the video processes after I'm done going live, I'll trim that segment out so you guys can just go back and watch the All-22. If you go back and watch it, I had the All-22 all the way up until Jonathan Allen, because on number 2, Will Fries is when I noticed the stream had gotten hit. So next time I'm just going to, if I would have known, I would have continued Will Fries. I would have done Kirk Cousins. Then I would have came back on screen. Stream would have came up. I would have told y'all who my top 5 is with the images and with my evaluations. And then I just would have trimmed that part out after. So we know for next time, but we got it figured out. I appreciate everyone because the donations go along today because I got demonetized. I got demonetized. I got knocked down. It was not fun. Shout out to Penn. She gifted 5 NFL Phinsde The NFL memberships. Andres, Powerhouse, Sleazy Meta, Josh Hart, Mario Gonzalez. And listen, I got some more news I'm going to get into here, but I want to give y'all a teaser because there's about 500 of you watching right now. I got a new podcast that's going to be starting in April. All right. And it's going to be me and someone else. And you guys are not going to want to miss it. That's number 1. Number 2, what we are going to be bringing to you with this show, it's going to be groundbreaking, right? We're going to kick it off in the off season, and when the regular season starts, our idea for what we're going to be doing with the show, it's going to be absolutely groundbreaking. You guys are going to want to be locked in to what we got lined up for coming to you guys starting in April. Okay, it's going to be me and someone else. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's going to be special, and y'all are going to really enjoy what we got in the works for you. All right, so be out on the lookout, and it's going to be a weekly podcast. It's going to go through the off season and the regular season. We got a producer for it. We got we're going heavy for this show, and the first season, it's going to be being ran on the channels, and then season 2, we're probably going to kick it off into its own entity and its own channel for y'all to go over and follow. But we got ideas. We have built something that should be dropping in April, the first episode. So I can't wait to share that with all of y'all. All right. Reason love the show. And lately it's been the positive energy I need to help me be strong. My future wife, as her mother fights for her life, fins up. Man, man, that's tough, man. You know, my mother's 70. You know, man, I can't imagine what you and your wife are going through. Send her my best wishes, man. That's tough stuff. And hey, man, if I can help the sun shine for even a moment a day in someone's life, then I'm doing my job. So I appreciate y'all. And no, it's not the person y'all are guessing in the chat. All right, no, I'm good. I invited that person on to the panel because y'all requested him to be on the panel. That person decided not to show up, and we all know why, because the rotisserie was getting ready for the cookout. And I'm good. Unless you guys ever request someone like that, because I'm a man of the people. What you guys want, I will bring you. I will do to my best power to try and bring you. So that was something I was willing to set everything aside for one time and do for you guys. And because you guys make all of us. If it isn't for any of you, none of us exist. None of this community exists. So yeah, I'd do it for all of y'all. All right? So, and no, actually, it's not EM. All right? So, but that's the only hints I'm given. All right? Why is everyone so convinced that Grier goes if they have a disappointing season? I'm not convinced. Well, I got a Patreon update that's coming, and I'll drop that this week. And yeah, I will say this though, it depends on how the season goes. If the season doesn't go well, Chris Grier is going to be in the unemployment line, sir, and so will Mike. All right, now let's keep it rolling. The Athletic, sticking with them. The Athletic. And it's, by the way, it's someone who I don't have a podcast with. So I saw someone guess ball game. It's not a ball game. The Athletic, they came out with their predictions. And this is behind a paywall, so I'll bring it to y'all. They came out with their predictions for free agency and the Miami Dolphins. And, well, they did all 32 teams. And who they predicted for the Miami Dolphins, Talanoa Hufanga. Number 5 on my top 30 free agent list. The Dolphins seem likely to lose Javon Holland to free agency, so that will leave defensive coordinator Anthony Weaver in need of a difference-making safety. Hufanga has battled some injuries, but when healthy is as impactful as they come, having garnered All-Pro and Pro Bowl honors in 2022, his last healthy season. Now, again, yes, he has 110%. I ain't going to run from it. He has an injury history, but like, let's give you an example. You know, like the last 3 years, Bosa's played 28 games. All right. 28 games. All right. Hufanga over the last 3 years, he's played what? 34. So he's played more games. He's only been in the league for 4 years though, right? Now, here's what's interesting. Yeah, in 2023 he played 10 games, but he had 3 picks. He also had 52 total tackles. When he did play 17 games in 2022, 97 total tackles, 4 interceptions. I mean, I don't know. The guy's healthy right now. And the problem is, I would like Trevon Moehrig. I would like Justin Reed. They're going to cost you Javon Holland money. They're not going to pay Javon Holland money. Now, I've already said, my idea, what I would do, yeah, Talanoa Hufanga was number 5 on my list. But I've told you what my idea is. He's not my idea. Yeah, he'd be a top target, but my idea is, and I've said this, I would get Jeremy Chin for $6 or $7 million, and I would get Justin Simmons for $6 or $7 million. I would get those 2 guys together. You've already got Patrick McMorris. You can bring back Elijah Campbell for super cheap, and then I would draft a guy. But now, if you miss out on Malachi Starks or Nick Malwari, you can now go for Makuba or Winston or Xavier Watts. You can still get one of the top 5 guys, but you're not like hamstrung to like one of the top 2 guys. So, I mean, or you go a late guy, a late sleeper. I like it's Hunter Wohler from Wisconsin. Again, you could do that. I don't think safety is high. I think safety is the running back of defense in terms of how it's valued. Another guy I'm down for, 110%, Jason, is Andre Sisco. He was number 11 on my list, I believe, right? Wasn't he? I know on my internal list he was 11, but I think my graphic guy put him at like 20 something. Let me see here. My graphic guy had him at I had him at 11, and my graphic guy had him at like 20 something. That's why I actually missed him. Diami Brown, I actually like legitimately just skipped over and forgot and just totally skipped over that. But Andre Sisco, my graphic guy actually just placed him in the wrong position. Shout out to him. I'm not trying to throw him under the bus. That's like literally just what happened. He placed him at 24 and I had him at 11 internally. That's why I missed him. So yeah, I would take Sisco. 110%. He's a top target for me. But I think, he's going to cost you between 9 to 12 million a year. I think, I would, if I could get Hufanga, Sisco for $9 or $10 million, I'm all over it. All over it. Hufanga is probably going to cost you, I think he's going to cost you in the like 11 to 13 million range. So they're very similar. But I'm down for Andre Sisco. He was number 11 on my internal list, number 24 on the list you guys saw yesterday. But yeah, the top guys are going to be too much more money. So, but if you sign me up for Hufanga or you sign me up for Sisco, I'm down for either or. Real talk. I think those are like, after you get past Bynum, Morig, Justin Reed, and Holland, I think those are 5 and 6. And so hopefully they're cheaper. That's what I'm hoping. But that safety room, it needs help. But I'm going to tell you this much. If you don't do much of that safety room, you might be in a position where you're taking Malachi or Nick Warrior at 13. I didn't check what Pretty Ricky said. I didn't see what he said about Chin. If he said he's returning to Washington, then Pretty Ricky's word is as good as gold. So lock that in. Lock that in 110%. I'm telling you right now, if you said reason, gun to your head, you get to pick 4 really good free agents. I'm sorry, man. I'm taking Dre Greenlaw, Jonathan Allen, and then I'm probably taking 2 guards. I'm probably taking Aaron Banks and Will Freeze if you could give me 4 guys. If you can't give me Freeze, I would take Aaron Banks and James Daniels. But and Aaron Banks, I don't think he's the greatest in the world, but he's just so scheme familiar. Go watch his game against Chris Jones last year. It was really good. But now there's rumors about that he could land in the $18 to $20 million a year range, and that's crazy. That's crazy. If that's the case, okay, no thanks. If that's the case, no thanks. Go get me, I don't know who you got to get me. Get me Kevin Zeitler for cheap or whatever. Or Will Hernandez. Give me Will Hernandez and Aaron Banks or something. I don't know. But, yeah. I would want 2 guards and Jonathan Allen and Dre Greenlaw. That's who I would want. Perfect world, Aaron Banks, James Daniel. Oh, sorry, hold on. Perfect world, Aaron Banks, Will Fries, Dre Greenlaw, and Jonathan Allen. That would be freaking home run. Oh my God. Oh, sign Blackman and draft a man worry. Yeah, I like Justin Blackman. He's okay. He's okay. Yeah, Milton, what's his face? Milton Williams getting the bag. He's getting paid. Bro, after what he did in Philly, he's getting paid, bro. So I've been very vocal. I want us to double down in 2 positions in free agency in the draft. I want us to double down at quarterback, and I want us to double down at guard. And I'd also be down to double down at defensive tackle. I'm not going to lie, because it's such a deep defensive tackle class. You should be able to easily double down. Those are the 3 spots I'd be looking at. And my first big board is going to be coming out March 18th in 9 days. It's going to be the quarterback class. We're going to do that first. But I would listen, I'm going to tell you this much right now. Check this one out. You want some real talk with reason? Here you go. If we sign Aaron Banks and Will Freeze, or Aaron Banks and James Daniels, if Jonas Savanneh is there at 48, I'm taking him. If Armand Membo's there at 13, I'm taking him. And you're going to say, Reason, you're nuts. Why am I nuts? Those are 2 guys who are right tackles that can play right guard. I need a swing tackle, especially on that right side, because Austin Jackson is hurt more than Tua Tagovailoa and just as much as Jalen Phillips. So, yeah, I would take a blue chip guy at 13 if Membo or Will Campbell are there. You know, I'd even be if Kelvin Banks is the best player on your board, I'd take him there too. Can play tackle or guard. And the same thing goes in the second round. If you got one of your top-rated tackles that can play guard, it looks like you could be a very successful guard convert, I'd rock it. Let's go. We need depth, man. I would double down on that O-line like you wouldn't believe. Y'all would be looking at me like, man, we just signed 2 top interior guys. Are you crazy? We drafted Patrick Paul last year. What are you on? And I'm going to tell you this. Patrick Paul is an unknown. Why? We don't know. We don't know what he is yet. Taron Armstead, he's an unknown. Why? He might retire. Why else? If he doesn't retire, guess what? How many games is he going to play? That's an unknown. Right? Left guard and right guard. They're the definition of unknown right now. We don't have one. Right tackle. Austin Jackson. Unknown. Unknown. Is he still going to look like he regressed without Robert Hunt next to him? That's an unknown. Is he going to stay healthy? That's an unknown. You know, I can pile up the unknowns on this offensive line here. I can even give you, listen, I thought Aaron Brewer was a damn good signing. I like Aaron Brewer. I think you put 2 legit guards next to him. Man, sky's the limit for that guy. I think he could be even better than Connor. Guess what? He's an unknown right now because you don't know who's going to be next to him. And you don't know what you're going to get out of him right now. Becton at left guard, Daniels at right guard, draft memo at 13. Hey, bro, listen, sign me up. I'm down for Becton. I think he's going to get the bag. Well, my plan sends Ike to the Arena League. Brewer can stay. Like, that's another thing. I brought him up yesterday. Should they be exploring Andre James? They were really high on him last year. Listen, I like Meyer. You know, I thought Meyer was a better... I was more intrigued by Meyer's development and upside than Eichenberg or Jones at guard. I said that when I did my all-22 breakdown of why they weren't good interior options. I warned everyone with that video heading into this season. But Meyer's an unknown too. We don't even have good center depth. Think about that one for a sec. Will McDaniel learn how to adapt? That's an unknown. Will he learn how to call plays well in crunch time? That's an unknown. Will he get the play in on time so we have enough time at the, to even snap the ball? That's an unknown. No, I'd keep Brewer at center. I'd get him try and find him a backup. He doesn't really have a backup. Like, I think a good veteran option would be Cody Whitehair. He can play guard and center. I wanted us to trade for him, right? A couple trade deadlines ago. Now, continuing on, the Miami Dolphins, they placed the right of first refusal tender on Kader Kohou. Now, we thought they would put the right of first refusal and a second round tender on him that would have paid him a little over $5 million a year, but that is not the case. Now, he's guaranteed at least $3.26 million in 2025. It's a 1-year deal. Now, remember, the Dolphins in the past, tendering restricted free agents has blown up in our face before. Wes Welker, right? Olivier Vernon and Charles Clay with franchise and transition tags have blown up in our face. Now, I thought they would use that second round tender. It's $5.3 million. That would have scared off anyone, probably. But they want to keep Kohou's price down. So, yeah. That'll be a real kick in the gonads, eh? If some team comes in and says, "Yeah, okay, we'll offer him $5 million a year." Now, right of first refusal means you got to match it. You got the right to refuse it and match it, and then he's got to sign it. So, but hey, you know what they're doing. You can already see I can already see traces of what I didn't want to see. Right? Risking things because you want a bargain bin shop, and with the Joey Bosa stuff, doing the same old, chasing the ghosts attached to injured big names. That's what it looks like. Think about this. We are about 15 hours away from free agency opening up. And we're already starting to see some signs that, you can hear the chattering of Dolphin fans' knees clanging together at the thought of us wasting money on Joey Bosa. And by the way, if you didn't, just so you guys I don't know if you guys have had a chance to see it. I'm not going to bring the post up, but apparently, we found out what's wrong with OBJ, and it kind of might have been our suspicions. Apparently, Odell Beckham Jr. and Drewski have been named as defendants in Ashley Parham's amended complaint against Diddy, and both have been accused of RAPE. I'm not going to say the name because I don't know how that works with all this stuff. So yeah, they've been accused of the word that rhymes with cape. And remember, we go back to the clips that he had when Omar Kelly was at his locker stall and he was talking about all the personal stuff he was going through this year, and people in the chat donated and jokingly we're making hypotheticals about the Diddy and OBJ connection, because I know there's been suspicious stuff regarding Justin Bieber and OBJ in the past, and a video of them in the club that people are very suspicious of, etc., etc. There you go. Apparently, OBJ and Drewski have been named in the amended complaint against Diddy by Ashley Parham. Now, hey, innocent until proven guilty, but I'm only bringing it up because so many of you, when we played that clip of him talking to Omar and going through the stuff, and then when he left here, a lot of people donated, or a lot of people made comments about his connection to Diddy and what was going on. So, I can see the Diddler strikes again. So that's why I'm bringing it up, all right? We know he stepped away, etc., from the team, and he said he had a lot of stuff going on in his life. You can literally see, here. Let me see here. All right, check it. Just so you guys know, I'm not blowing smoke up anyone's yoo-hoo. Just so you guys can literally see it right there. If you look in the yellow part, and look down under John Pelletier is Odell Beckham. And then right below Odell Beckham is Drew Disbordes, a.k.a. Drewski. And then Jaguar Wright is also named in it, but I don't know what she's about, because she's she claims to be anti-Diddy, so I don't know. But anyways, There you go. OBJ. Does that explain why OBJ? I don't know. I'm just giving you the info because so many of you made those comments when we played that clip with Omar and that. I don't know if I have the clip, but I'm not going to bring it up anyways. But listen, I'm just reporting. All right. Listen, we knew he admitted he was going through something in his personal life. He left the team. We thought people joked around about the Diddy stuff, but we also thought Tua's making plans about going to Cabo comment might have been about him as well. Okay. And then he never got picked up by another team. We never even heard about, I mean, at least I don't remember him being picked up by another team. I don't think he did get picked up by another team. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't, right? Yeah, he didn't. So, maybe he was dealing with a whole bunch of stuff in his personal life, and he was like, I can't deal with that right now. I don't know. So, hey. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck to you, sir. All right, man. Guys, tomorrow's going to be a big day. Tomorrow is going to be a big day. I want you to put in the chat right now, or if you're watching this after the fact, what's the first move you think the Miami Dolphins make? It could name a player they sign, name a restructure. What do you think the very first move the Miami Dolphins make when that 12 p.m. clock strikes tomorrow? What do you think it is? The day says Fries, Brian O-line, Allen. Robert Thomason says guard. Brian says Allen, Fries, O-line. Oh, I like this one. Resign Dotson. Bobby Brown. And we ain't talking about Whitney's ex. DT. Ooh, I like it. Jonathan Allen. Better be a starter on offensive line. Grier will wait until it's too late. DT. Becton. Tua will get a restructure. Liam extension. Michael. I like where you're at. Nick Chubb. Becton. OG. Oh, Brian. Why put that energy out there? He says a Liam extension. Oh, no. So did Jared. Guys, there's too many of you. Don't put that energy out there. Please. Bro, Josh Miller, you be wildin'. You be wildin' with that guy. Oh. And then Josh, something dumb. Okay. So we're putting energy out there that's going to be something dumb or an Eichenberg. Oh, God, no. Backup quarterback. Okay, that's interesting. I like it. Yes, breakout year is coming for right, man. Liam got something on Grier. He coming back. Liam, if Liam gets it, I stay. Just say no to Ike. If Liam gets it, I stay. Hufanga. I love it. I love it, Kevin. That's hilarious. If a leave extension happens, you got to ban these guys reason. Especially if they come in here saying, see, I told you. Anyone who takes a victory lap on calling an Eichen extension is getting banned. Mariota, Allen, corner, sign Larry Tunsil back. I need a big back. Pause. Mariota. Tevin Jenkins. Ooh, Calais. Interior O-line, double down, free agency. Goodbye, Eichenberg. I like it. Guys, there's over 500 of you in the room right now. Smash the like button. Cam Smith a fin after this year? It's a good question. Let's see how this year plays out. I want Simmons. It's not a victory lap. Grier loves him. J.K. Dobbins. Okay. I would like us to go after Hargrave and Calais. Fries, please. I like it. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky. Exactly. J.R. Alexander. I mean, I'd be down at the right price, bro. I'd be down at the right price. I know people don't want Darius Slay, but at the right price, go look at his numbers. He hasn't allowed a passer rating above 100 on a season since like 2019. He's just coming off a career high in pass breakups. He posted 16. I don't want Nate Hobbs. Why are we getting Nate Hobbs? Why? Because we need another slot guy? I guess. I don't know about Minshew. I don't want anything to do with Jimmy G. I like the rest of your list. Nick Chubb, Christian Kirk, Jonathan Allen, Hufanga, I'm down. Kirk might be too expensive, though. Jair is a dog, my friend. He is a dog. Like, my interesting thing, okay, the Jets. What are the Jets? What are the Jets doing at quarterback? Like, are they like rolling with Tyrod? Like, is that what they're doing? I don't think they're going to trade up and get Cam Ward. I think if anyone will, it'll be the Giants, because if I'm the Titans, I'd rather get back to 3 than 7. But, like, what are they going to do at quarterback? Is it like, listen, I actually like Jordan Travis at Florida State. I'm not a Jets fan. I haven't followed. I don't know how well Jordan Travis is doing. But, man, Jordan Travis, that 2022 season, he was really good. Even 2023, 20 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. But that 2022 season, he was really good. I wonder what they're going to do. I second trading for Jair Alexander. I mean, is he now, I know, isn't he what's his contract right now? Like, let me look at his deal. Let me rethink this. Hold on a sec. What's his contract? Because it all depends on the money, really. All right. So, because he's still, he's only 28. All right. So, well, okay, here's your problem. Yeah. So they can get out of that contract right now for sure. He's gonna want new money. That's your basic issue right here. I can already tell where the out is. He's gonna want like some guarantees here. Yeah. He's got no guaranteed money. Got no guaranteed money. So they would actually have to be a trade post June 1st. Yeah, because if they cut him or they trade him pre-June 1st, they take on like $18.1 million in dead money and only save about 6.8. So I don't see them doing that. Whereas if they cut him or trade him post June 1st, they save 7.8 and they save 17 million and they only take on 7.876 in dead cap. Yeah, he because he's got void years. They added a void year to 2027, so you could give him an extension, add void years, and then put new money in there. I guess his base salary for 2025 is 16, and his base salary for 2026 is 18.15, but there's no guaranteed money. And his cap number is 27.376 million 2026 and 24.95 in 2025. So you'd have to do some roster playing with that one. For sure. Interesting. Cut Bailey, move number 1. I love it. Yeah, hey man, I'm down for AJ Dillon in that backfield. I've already, y'all saw him. I think I'm the only one who had him on his free agent list. I'm down, man. You already know what time it is. So guys, listen, I'm going to be back tomorrow, obviously. There's over 500 of you in the chat. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Tampering window opens at 12. I'm ready to roll. We're doing it big. I'm going to be live multiple times a day this week, all right? So he was rumored to get cut. If they cut him, I'm down. Trading, ugh. So I'm going to be back tomorrow. I'm going to be live multiple times. I'm going to be live with breaking news. And then we're going to have recap shows on the on each day in the evening, all right? So those are either going to be live or uploaded directly to you guys. So we're going to have a lot of content coming for you guys over the next week, all right? So, and then we get into big boards and such. So smash that like button. Subscribe if you are new. We are only about 20 away from 17K, and I'm doing a big 5-person giveaway at 20K. So let's get there. Love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bank on it. Fins up. Take it easy, everyone.